to the September Superintendent's Podcast. I'm Mrs. McCleary, Superintendent of Union School District, and with me I have our new hirees for the 2015-2016 school year. I want to thank you all for joining me for our Superintendent's Podcast. And we're going to start with introducing all of our new hirees. And when you introduce yourselves, if you would please start with telling us a little bit about yourself and what you like the most about Union School District. Let's start with Ms. Jack.
Hello. I am Elizabeth Jack, the new district school speech pathologist. This is actually a midlife career for me. I have a very industrial background, and I am the mom of two wonderful sons, which I've concentrated on being a mom for the last 16 years. The reason I love Union School District is because of the small size. I mean, I do come from a high school that our graduating class was about 25 or less people. So I like this atmosphere. It works well with the fact that I love to know everything about my students, their parents. I like them to know about me, and it lets us be close. So it lets me know everyone as an individual, and I love the fact that I have kindergarten through 12th grade. It's a very dynamic and exciting day, many personalities. I'm never bored whatsoever.
And Ms. Jack, you had a little bit of an advantage coming in because you had some experience in the district before taking the permanent position.
And that is very much whenever I was called and told that I had an interview here, that was the #1 blessing, and it was the highlight of my year. I actually have a bucket list for 40 since I turned 40 this year, and clinching my dream career was one of the things, and this district made it possible. This is one thing off of my bucket list, and I'm very happy to be here.
Well, we're very happy that you're here.
Thank
as well.
you.
Good. Thank you. Ms. Kunkel, would you please introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Autumn Kunkel, and I teach 7th, 9th, and 10th grade here at Union High School. I'm from Rural Valley, PA, so I'm about an hour or so away from here. Rural Valley is about the same size as Reimersburg, so that's one of the things I really enjoy about Union is, like Miss Jack said, the idea of how small and close-knit everyone is here. Getting to know my students very well, you know, getting in contact with the parents and making sure we're all on the same page and everything. And it kind of just goes back again to my background, you know, where I grew up. Again, my graduating class size was about 70 or so, so it was a little bit bigger than yours, but still just, you know, getting to know the students, getting to know the teachers, and having that good rapport with everyone, and it just makes me even more excited to work here because it is my first year, my first full-time teaching job, so a lot of exciting things, and I look forward to seeing how the school year goes and getting to know all the faculty and students.
Thank you very much for sharing. Ms. Best.
My name is Kelly Best, and I live outside of Reimersburg. I got hired in Sligo in the cafeteria, and I have 2 boys in the school district, so I like being in the same school district as them. I graduated with about 400 kids, so I like Union also because everybody seems to know everybody, and if you have a problem, there's always someone there to help you. It wasn't like that where I graduated from, and I like my job. I'm excited to be here. I was a stay-at-home mom for 10 years, and then I subbed here last year, and it's a good move.
Very good. We're glad to have you. And having that experience as a sub, it seems like a natural transition coming in and now being a full-time employee here.
It is. I subbed as an aide also, but a permanent position came up in the cafeteria, so I took it.
Great. And your 2 children, we love having them as students. They're wonderful students. So it's just wonderful having such a nice family as yours in our district. So welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Great. And Megan, would you introduce yourself?
I'm Megan Levy. I'm a local small-town girl, originally from New Bethlehem and graduated from Red Bank. I went to Clarion University and got my undergrad in biology. Then I went to mortuary school and studied funeral directing and business management. I've worked for the past 8 years for Burns Funeral Home as a funeral director, and since July have been working in the central office as business manager secretary.
Okay. And you have had a nice transition with Ms. Steele.
Yes.
She had 40 plus years of experience, and then she stayed for a little while here to help you with the transition, and that's going well.
Yes, I've been very, very fortunate that she's been here kind of to guide me along the way of learning the job.
And you said your background, your education was in mortuary science and then some experience different working in the funeral home and then working in the business office. Different but the same?
Yes. It's a different environment to work with, but a lot of the same aspects in the business world.
Very good. And I also understand you have a life-changing event coming up in October.
Yes, I'm getting married in 19 days.
Okay. So a lot is happening in the past 6 months, really.
Yes.
A new job and marriage and a lot of excitement. Wonderful. Next, Mrs. Williams.
I was hired as the 4th grade teacher. I graduated from Edinburgh University with a degree in elementary and special education, and I'm highly qualified in English. I love Union a lot because everyone is so helpful. I got hired on Thursday evening and school started on Wednesday, and the support that I had from the teachers in my building was amazing, and I couldn't ask for better coworkers.
Nothing like putting you right to work, right?
Yeah.
Hired one day, and then going to first day of school or in service really in the next 2 days, and then having your classroom prepared over the weekend.
Yeah.
So I remember stopping down to your classroom prior to the first day, and you had everything organized from the bulletin boards to the nameplates for your students to the classroom expectations to which were entitled your STAR classroom, and it was just amazing how you had everything sorted and organized and planned and prepared in that short limited period of time. I was very impressed. And I know you're a humble person, and we talked about this at our in-service, but you were in the honors program at Edinburgh University, and you also were a scholar athlete. And your sport was
I was a
swimming?
swimmer, yeah.
Swimmer. And which was, and you did some paralegal work as well?
Yes, I worked for the Travis Law Firm in Edinburgh, and I was a paralegal there for a couple of years, so I learned a lot.
I understand lawyers can be difficult sometimes.
Well,
You're not going to say. Well, we're very blessed to have you, and we're looking forward to having many more years with you in our school district.
thank you. I look forward to being here for many years.
Great. And Sarah also was hired this summer as our nurse tech. Tell us a little bit about yourself, although you're not new to the district because you're an alumnus of the district. So tell us about yourself.
So my name's Sarah. I am a graduate from here at Union. After school here, I went to Clarion University and obtained my bachelor's degree in nursing. Since then, I've worked basically telemetry floors, so I'm used to working with older people in their hearts. However, pediatric nursing is my passion, so this is going to be a great job. And I also have a young daughter who hopefully will go to school here in the future.
Wonderful. And when you were a student here, you were a tremendous athlete. I think our golden athlete on the female side.
Yes.
So you have a great reputation here at Union School District, and I believe it'll be carried through as a professional as well. And if pediatrics is your passion, this is the perfect fit for you, because as a nurse tech, you'll have all of our students really K through 12.
Right, yes.
So that's wonderful. One thing to ask all of you, you've told us a little bit about your background and your experience and what you love about Union. What has been one of the greatest challenges thus far? We're about 3 weeks into the school year. Can you tell us what has been? I know everything seems like rainbows and flowers and things are going great, but I'm sure there have been at least one challenge along the way. What has been one of the greatest challenges along the way?
Learning names.
Okay.
Sometimes the kindergartners don't know their name. That's been my biggest challenge.
They may know their name, but there's that anxiety
Yeah.
and pressure, and they don't know you,
No.
and you don't know them, so
Yeah,
sometimes it's like pulling teeth to try and get it out of them.
right.
But I'm sure you do eventually.
Eventually, if they don't know, then another teacher knows.
Yes.
So,
So there's that support
Yes.
from your other staff members and peers to help you out.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Takes an army.
It does. It does. Anyone else like to share?
I guess I would say for me, something that was most challenging, which is I wanted to have everything ready and be completely ready. So, you know, I spent the whole weekend here. My parents came and they helped out. And, you know, like the other teachers, just simple things like bulletin board, the borders, and paper for copying things on cardstock, and just having everything completely ready and all my plans ready. So I didn't get much sleep for a couple of days. It was a little challenging, but made it through. So everything's going really well. So it's all worth it.
Yes. Sometimes as teachers and staff members, we want everything just perfect and organized beforehand, and it just sometimes doesn't happen. We run out of time, and that can be a challenge. I know as an administrator, I run into that all the time. Anyone else want to share?
Yeah, I had the same kind of challenges because I was too hired the Thursday before the first week of school, so it was definitely, I was in my room, my mom and I came and started decorating and making sure bulletin boards, textbooks were ready to go, and just getting lesson plans, figuring out what exactly I was going to be doing, especially since I'm teaching 3 different curriculums, keeping track and making sure everything matches curriculum maps, and you know, covering those concepts that the students need to achieve in the classroom.
Right. Making sure the standards are covered and curriculums are aligned and assessments and
Exactly.
right. And of course, Megan, you're probably just learning the whole new accounting system and
Yes.
budget and
And with Jean
POs.
being here for so many years, just trying to make things my own because she's done it for so long.
Yeah, 40 plus years
Yes.
is a long
Yeah.
time. Someone said, how do you replace Jean Steele or someone like Jean Steele? And it's hard to answer that question. You really don't. You can replace the position, but I don't know that you replace that type of a person because, you know, you just really can't. But there's a lot of expectations, and what I think we have done as a board and administratively is bring a great group of individuals like yourselves into great positions, and I'm sure and confident that you will all meet the needs of our children and our staff and our school district and our community. And I feel blessed as a superintendent that we have hired great, confident, smart, intelligent people to do the job for our district. So I want to thank you all for being here and being part of the Superintendent's Podcast. And we look forward to a great school year and many more years to come. So thank you very much. And thank you for joining us for the September Superintendent's Podcast.